Morning.
Morning.
It's Tuesday, it's November the 6th, and it is a very wet and windy morning out there. It's going to be like that for the rest of the day as well. Heavy showers are expected. I had to get up in the middle of the night to play with my letterbox.
Oh, that's so annoying.
Yeah, I had to go stick a tea towel in the letterbox, lads, because
Yeah.
it was just flapping away outside. So, cranky face on me this morning.
Yeah, I ended up sellotaping mine shut once. It was so loud.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Actually,
had to.
do you know what? Never even thought of that. My solution
yeah.
was stick a tea towel in. But yeah, it's windy out there now, and it's going to be like that for the morning. So wrap up and bring an umbrella, lads, because it is a wet one.
It is, yeah. It's pretty miserable.
Miserable.
Busy show on the way between now and 9 this morning. We're obviously going to be checking out today's papers, which we always do. We'll do it at about 7:10 for the first time during the show. Quick look at some of the big stories on the front page. State cities GDPR for refusal to reveal TD pensions, or state sites GDPR. Sorry, I beg your pardon. Morning. The government has been accused of hiding behind GDPR rules to prevent transparency and accountability. That's after it emerged that it will no longer release details of pension payments to former senior office holders.
That was funny. I thought that was quite funny.
Also on the front page of the Irish Examiner today, the GRA, that's the Garda Representative Association, members not assisting bullying probe is another headline there. 3 out of 4 members of the GRA accused by a female member of bullying and harassment are refusing now to cooperate with an independent investigation, says the Examiner today. Moving on to the Irish Independent, Varadkar's compromise is a hazardous move, says Fianna Fáil, and the Taoiseach's willingness to consider a review process for the so-called Brexit backstop has sparked fears that it's not as watertight as was previously boasted. That's in the Independent this morning. And finally, for me, HSE winter plan delayed by late decisions on funding, says the Irish Times. Special government funding to address the pressures on the health service, particularly during the winter. Last winter there was a record number of people on trolleys. Effectively came too late in the year, says the Irish Times this morning. Can I say something about the HSE?
Yeah.
So this happened.
Hey!
And I was in A&E and I had to be x-rayed and all the rest. And then I was called back in again, and I must say I received amazing care. A&E, we hear about it all the time. We hear about the amount of people in trolleys, and we hear about the delays and everything. I thought every person I met was working so hard, and I wasn't that long. I know people have awful experience of being that long, but my experience was positive. So I think people should say that too, if they have a positive experience in A&E.
That's what happens when your TV's a Lincoln. No, come here. I have to admit,
Formerly,
I've been in A&E actually for more or less the exact same injury you have.
Yeah.
And can you do me a favour? If someone says to you today, "Oh my God, what happened?" Can you just say it like this? I fell.
I fell.
I fell.
I fell.
Like in Little Britain.
But you know, I was seen. I felt like.
Yeah, jokes aside, I think
very
you're right.
hard. I had a positive experience.
Yeah.
And I know lots of people don't, but I mean, I think it's worth mentioning when you do have a positive experience.
When you do, exactly, because
HSE.
to be fair, and I think almost everybody watching this and anybody who will watch this later today or even hear us on the radio will know that when you go into hospital, any hospital, obviously in your case it was University Hospital Kerry, the staff, they're under pressure, and it's not their fault, and they're trying to do a job. And to be fair, I know you were looked after well, and I agree with you. When you have a positive experience, it is worth mentioning as well. So
now I did go in and shout the place down about,
give me some service.
I'm on the radio. You better be nice. No, I'm just kidding. No, everybody was lovely. Yeah.
So Elaine broke a nail and has to wear a cast. Yeah. Now I can't take the piss because I did the same injury, just on a different hand and a different finger. So you broke it, did it?
Yeah, I broke it.
Is it in pain now?
It is in a little bit of pain, but not a lot at the moment, right now.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
Hence why I'm doing
everything
my
cast?
For her. Yeah, I will actually in a minute.
Cool.
Totes.
You'll be the first person, and
Totes.
only possibly person to sign my cast.
Top trends we're waking up to this morning. The Melbourne Cup is trending for all the right and wrong reasons again. So it's they call it the race that stops the nation in Australia. So I don't even know who won it, because all I was reading about this morning was just people giving out again that there was a horse had to be euthanised at the end of the race again, and they're saying this is going on far too often at the Melbourne Cup, and horse racing is cruelty and so on. So that's
very upsetting when you're at a race meeting
is,
and a horse is put down. Very upsetting.
I never realised how it happened. I mean, I knew it happened, but I didn't. I saw it happening at the Listowel races, or at least they put up the Oak Round around it. I know that
yeah.
it's when you're there seeing it the first time.
Oh, it's
a
upsetting.
bit. Yeah. Web Summit is trending now. This kicked off yesterday in Lisbon, but you remember this was it's a Dublin company run this, but they had the brilliant / terrible incident a couple of years ago where it was on in Dublin, first of its kind.
Yeah.
All these big experts were brought over to Dublin for the Web Summit, and they'd no Wi-Fi.
Yeah,
there was
disaster.
a problem with the Wi-Fi signal and they had power cuts and everything, so there was a disaster. But it's on in Portugal, kicked off yesterday. James McLean is trending again this morning because he officially got a warning from the FA over his choice language he used in an Instagram post about fans basically booing him and calling him names and his wife and kids for not wearing the poppy. So he lashed back at them, but he used some fairly strong language, and the FA said, "Hi!
Yeah.
Cut that out." And Nemanja Vidic, the Man United player, has also come out and said he's also not wearing the poppy either, but he hasn't got half amount of the abuse that James McLean got. Although, to be fair, I like James McLean, but I think he brings a lot of it on himself as well with his posts. His poppy, absolutely, he's entitled to his opinion, and if he doesn't want to wear it, fine, but it's his language he uses in the posts.
Yeah.
And Bob Marley's trending because Gary Rogers, who's the Dundalk goalkeeper, at their homecoming after winning on Sunday, sang Three Little Birds and got the whole crowd going. And I tell you, lads, he can hold a note.
Jeez, Bob Marley's like taking over the League of Ireland.
Yeah, with the Bohemians jersey and now him.
You heard about the jersey though?
Huh?
You heard about the jersey?
Yeah, we were showing the picture of it last week.
It's gone.
What?
It's gone. This doesn't surprise me one bit. I don't know how they thought that was a good idea.
We both agreed at the time that while the jersey was kind of nice looking, it was so bizarre.
It was so bizarre. Oh, it's gone. They've had to pull it. Yeah, so they had done all the right things in terms of buying the rights to the image that they had, you know.
Yeah.
But they hadn't. Wait for it. It sounds like they hadn't checked with Bob Marley's estate or whatever. Was it okay to do that? So all they had, it sounds like they just got the license for the photograph, somebody's photo, but
not to actually stick it
Bob
on
Marley's estate or agency or whatever you would call it just said, not a chance. You're not using his face in a football jersey.
Jesus.
So then there'll be collector's items now though. Whoever has
they
one.
Will, but you would imagine that somebody in the Bowls Club would have checked that first. I mean, how stupid
they'd be okay with us doing this? Yeah, no. So the jersey's pulled. Yeah.
Langers. Humans, we're human sometimes.
I don't know.
We're more gullible today than we were in the entire history of the human race, and we struggle to make out truth from blatant lies in a new book, according to the papers this morning.
Listen, with all the information that we have swirling around us,
Yeah.
sometimes being gullible, I see it. Like sometimes someone comes up with a fact and you're like, what, really? And then they laugh at you for believing them. But I don't know, there's some mad stuff online.
It's all about the delivery of it as well. Like, to be honest with you, the people who believe that the earth is flat, those people actually really, really...
Do those people still exist?
I
thought they were around thousands of years ago.
There was somebody on some talk show there recently, was it Dr. Phil or something, like trying to prove their theories. But I get great enjoyment out of those people because...
But sure, how the best way to prove it is that you just jump off the end of the earth.
Best of luck to them.
Go do that.
I think they should try it.
Yeah.
Just take a long jump. And today apparently is the halfway point of autumn as well.
Autumn solstice.
Yeah,
we call it that, no?
I don't know. Equinox. I don't know. Yeah, apparently today is what we consider. Probably in the old calendar, I'd say, because of the way climate change is now. I don't think it is halfway through the autumn period, but they're saying that the calendar says that today is the halfway point of the autumn. So.
We got a lovely parcel dropped in for us.
We did. Now, I didn't bring in mine, and I have a good reason for not bringing in my little present, because I was wearing it yesterday, so I left it at home this morning. So Jane and Rebecca, who listen to the show and are probably watching now, were off on their holidays.
Gallivanting.
They went to New York, and we did a request from on the radio. So a few weeks back, I said that I was a Minnesota Vikings fan. I had picked a team. I'm now a Vikings fan, and Jane, I know, is a Patriots fan. So anyway, she brought me back this. This was me yesterday in the office, by the way. Elaine took this photograph. Look at that sexy
gas man you are.
Yeah, so she brought me back the cap. I had the jersey, but she brought me back a lovely baseball cap.
She knows I love coffee and tea.
And I have to admit,
thank you, Rebecca.
I have a collection of mugs at home, and I love that. They're really cool. So thank you so much to you both.
We might swap?
It was very not a chance. It was very nice of you both to think of us, and we were delighted. And Deborah as well, another person who just sent us some stuff. So
thank you, so nice of you.
Yeah, really nice. So right, we're going to finish this up and get the show started.
Okay.
I'll just go make you one coffee because she can't make it.
The claw likes you.
We'll talk to you in the air in a few minutes' time.
Oh, it's really creeping people out when I do that.
It doesn't bother me at all because I also did the same thing.